Hello, I just said to Charles, I'll go to the office and do a video. I haven't done one for a while. And he said, well, what are you going to say? And I said, well, don't worry, there's plenty to say here. So here I am, and it's New Year's Eve, and we want to wish everyone a happy new year, and may 2003 bring you everything that you dream of. And I hope we're moving out of quite a miserable 2022. Which brings me on to the real issues here. Those of you that have followed me for a long time know that during the pandemic, we remained open the whole time, and we were taking abandoned, injured animals, and our numbers doubled. We also started taking horses because there was a need to take horses. You will all remember that. And we had to build more stables very quickly. It was really hard work. And during the pandemic, I think we were quite a growth industry. Well, now the pandemic is over, and I just really want to remind some newcomers who come to our site that we now have in excess of 240 animals here, including horses. And we still have the same number of staff, so their work has trebled, if not quadrupled. So the days that we could pop in the truck and run all over the country, all over the kingdom, have been curtailed to some extent because we just can't afford for two men to go out just like that, because we're left with very few staff to care for the animals that we have. And also, after the hard work that the truck did during the pandemic, it is going to want replacing, and we're working on that. But I would just ask people who are new to us and send me messages every day. I had one, for example, yesterday that said there was a horse and a mule in great need in Marrakesh. And we asked for the location. We had some reservations. We wanted to know it was genuine. And we said we would go out and check. We then found out it was in Safi. And Spanner, thankfully, have taken the mule. The poor horse died. And I had sort of quite a plaintive message from the lady who reported it, who said, but the horse died on its own and in pain. Well, we feel that in our hearts, we really do. But I would say to those people who are new to us, we have been running around the kingdom for 2 years. We have, as I've just said, over 240. We have a huge estate that we're constantly adding to. We have some conflict at the moment with neighbours who are trying to take part of our land. And those of you that know me well know I will protect Georgia with my life if necessary. So we are looking forward to next year, and we have to change a little bit. We've been through a crisis. So I always say thank you to everybody who's helped us, because we wouldn't be here without you. But next year, we have beautiful gardens here, beautiful grounds. And someone visited recently and said, oh, these gardens are just fabulous, far better than anything I've seen in Marrakesh. So we must encourage people to visit for the gardens as well. We must do more with our cafe. We must now start to sell our olive oil, which is of the highest standard, and our soap. And Charles has had an absolute brainwave, because when he was a solicitor and senior partner in a very large practice, he knew what corporate selling was. And we're going to look to set up a company in the UK to sell goods on our behalf. Now, we mustn't get on the wrong side of the Charity Commission. So we can't sell things and then just take it as charitable donations. We have to set up a separate company. And I think my daughter is very well placed to do that, because she worked in retail. We have to keep thinking of things to move forward, because we're not going to shrink. We're going to continue to grow. And we have been so fortunate and successful, we really can't let it go. As you know, Mark went home for Christmas, but he came back early because he missed us. He came back and he was here for Christmas, and he's working so hard. He's organising electricity to be laid to the mule field and the stables down there. He's also arranging for a fenced area to be built so that when visitors come, they maybe come to our villa, that the dogs that may seem a little bit aggressive that live here, we can pop in there and they'll be safe. Constantly looking at enlarging the stables where the horses are, and we're going to look for the first time to have electric fencing in our big field at the top, so we can have stallions one side and mares the other. If we just build a wall across, the stallions will knock the wall down or try to jump it. So I think we have to accept electric fencing is the way forward. So that's all in hand. We're going into our 2 coldest months. So January and February, we sort of shiver a bit and light the fires and look forward to the spring. But we are so privileged because even when I look out of the door of the office now, I can see roses in bloom and I can hear birds tweeting. So for all the hard work and the extraordinary hard work that the team here do, we are blessed to live on this little bit of paradise, and long may it continue. So we'll keep you updated as the days go on. Perhaps we'll do a tour of the refuge again tomorrow. So speak soon. Bye for now.